Hey everybody, it's Dan from the Outdoor Trade Show Network. It's time for We Care You Matter. We are here at FreedomBaitz Outdoors Bait Shop in Laval, Wisconsin. I'm with Jesse Quale, Dan Creviston, and Adam Liebersbach. I always just call him Adam. So what we're going to talk about is Dan's going to share with us his plastics, what's going on right now with the spring fishing and his plastics and where he's at, changing up from his ice fishing plastics to now your open water, what you got going on with your plastics here. Jesse is going to talk about, which I want to share this with everybody. This is one of my favorites, is if you go on Facebook to Greenwater Walleye Guide Service, I love your pictures, and I didn't get a chance to talk about that last time. You got the best pictures. I'm so jealous because I see every day you got pictures of people that you got out guiding, and you got all those fish, and I'm thinking about the fillets you eat at night. Plus, you had a turkey last week. I saw you had a turkey. So you're going to talk about what's going on here in central Wisconsin with the fishing and what's going on with the guiding and what's going on with that. Adam is going to talk about the Musky Maze. So let's go here. We're going to do this. Adam is going to talk about the Muskies Matter Incorporated Muskie Club. And then Adam is going to talk about the Musky Daze 2019 Muskie tournament that's coming up on Castle Rock, Florida. So we've got a lot to talk about. I'm going to get out of everybody's way and let you guys talk. I kind of did the introductory. I'm going to go back and play cameraman. Jesse, you're really good at playing with this thing. Oh, let's talk about this. Jesse decided to do a very nice thing and feed all of us here. So we all should take a nap here. So we started out there in the parking lot. That's the parking lot of the bait shop. And from there, we went to the fillets. Okay.
Fresh caught fish yesterday.
Fresh caught fish yesterday. And then from there, we went to there to where I guess we were too busy eating to take a picture of when you got done. Talk about the breading that you used. What did you have? That was good. What
a lot of
breading?
people. I don't like the beer the beer batter. It's too soggy.
Okay.
And I've been to Canada too many times and too many fish with shore lunch anymore. So we just use Andes and use it in the shaker, and just do a thin layer on it.
Oh man!
Otherwise, you got to have your temperature, the right heat, and keep it hot. Otherwise, it's too soggy. Or with this, just that thin, there's not a lot of breading on there, and you get the fish. Oh
God, they were good. The spices that they used.
Yeah, that was just the original.
The flavoring. Yeah. Oh man, we had a good feast. Thank you for that. Yeah. We had a really good feast. So with that, I'm gonna go play cameraman. I'm gonna let you guys run the program here. And let me grab this. I'm gonna go around the back. And Dan, we're gonna show some real nice close-ups. You've got a minnow. What size minnow is that? Well, let's get back here. You had a man come in here with a pail full of crappies and bluegills that he caught off your minnow there. Yep. So we're going to talk about your plastics and how nice they work. So give them hell, Dan. Tell them.
Yeah, well, with the upcoming crappie and bluegill season is starting to kick off. Has been for a little bit. Getting them here and there. This coming Saturday is the opener. For bass fishing. Lately, I've been making a lot of plastic, mostly these flukes that we make for the bass fishing guys. And we make a various of other baits, from the lizards to the craws, the frogs, trailers, so that sorts. But the biggest thing is this new minnow. It is 1.75 inches long, and it is crushing the bluegills and the crappies. And if you're a big white bass fisherman, this will work awesome too for the white bass. It's been working a lot. They're really, really good. We sell these in a pack of 10. So hit me up, email me, go to our Facebook page, FreedomBaitz LLC, and then we have our original plastic, which is the Tomahawk, the Destroyer, or the Stinger, the Hellcat, the Destroyer, the Patriot, and the Harpoon, These are all very, very, very effective for catching bluegills and crappie this time of the year. So don't put your ice fishing stuff away. Keep that stuff out and go out and catch a lot of bluegills and crappies underneath a slip bobber or something, and you'll be very, very successful.
And just rig them up like you got them rigged up, just like that.
Just
Dan?
like this, yeah. Just like this with the ice fishing jig, the tungsten Kender's jig, or any jig, panfish, custom jigs and spin, any one of them. And the nice thing about using the tungsten is you don't have to use split shot on your line for the line to go through your slip bobber. This will pull it down through your slip bobber.
You can actually cast tungsten too, because it's a little bit heavier than lead. And the smaller jigs, like let's say the 5 millimeter one.
Oh, you can really chuck it.
Yeah, that's probably almost like a 16-ounce jig in lead, and it falls a lot faster too. So if you're catching fish one right after another in deeper water, you can drop that tungsten down and it'll fall a lot faster.
Yep. Otherwise, you can go back to these work really paired up really nice with the minnow. It's the cubby jigs. You can buy these here, just the hooks, just like this, in a container, or you can buy the jig in a tube.
Those are actually 32nd ounce, aren't they?
Yeah, these are 1/32 ounce, and I have 1/64 ounce here. So them work excellent for that. You can actually swim them. You can dead stick them underneath a bobber and twitch it every now and then.
The nice part is the body's bulky enough too to where you could use like a 16th ounce jig with like the keeper, where they have the keeper back, the plastics on there, or keeper on there. It's a fat, bulky bait where you can slide it on there and it won't tear the bait. Where a lot of smaller plastics, you can't either thread it on there, or if you do, it splits it a lot of times. But the bulk on that bait is perfect, ideal for that.
The other thing that I've had one guy told me he really likes this, what he's been doing, because he likes to use a little bigger jig. He just cuts it off a little bit. He'll take his scissors in the bolt and pinch it off to prepare his head of his jig to match the size of the head of the jig to match the body of the minnow. So that's pretty cool. You can do that, and you still got that little twitch in the tail.
Even that'd work better when you're fishing in colder water now. With this, you're shortening up your baits. Fish should be hitting it a lot shorter. You can shorten your baits up that way too. Colors, you got.
Oh, we got pink, we got orange, we got chartreuse with black flake, we got dirty pink. We make them in various colors. We got this blue. We offer this that's clear with a lot of
fleck. Is it?
A lot of fleck, a lot of blue and red fleck. We've also done a lot of stuff where we've made the red tail with a clear body or whatever. You
can even experiment too with, let's say you have a green and you want to try different colors. There's dyes out there like Dip It has it, where you could dip it in and dye the tail, or you could dip it in and dye the head. Same thing with the bass plastics too.
All plastics.
All plastics you can do that with. But you can get funky colors, or Dan can even make you some funky colors. If you got a hot color that they're catching them on, if you can't do it, check it out and see maybe you can make it for them. Like the Hellcat in that blue and, where is it? It was around here. It was a blue and green color with a fleck in it. That one that you brought over to the house, that was an experimental color.
Yeah. That one?
No, you had a Cinco worm that you made of it. Yeah, there it is. This color right here.
Oh yeah.
Nice. That's another one. Get a hold of you.
Yeah.
If you got something, if somebody wants, if you want to talk to somebody about doing a custom order, you're the guy to talk to, Dan.
Yeah. Call me out. Call me. Call me. Email me. Send me a private message. Whatever you want. We'll make whatever you want.
Yeah, it's not pink and white anymore.
Some of the colors. It's not pink and white no more, or red and white. There's multiple colors. There's pearls. I did some really fancy fluke orders this last week for a guy. He wanted some custom colors. These have been selling like crazy. I don't know how many of these I've made in the last week or two. But anyways, you can get a hold of me, and depending if you have a bait, that's huge, where I can get my hands on that bait to duplicate the colors. We can duplicate pretty darn close to where you can't. I mean, you can see it pretty. Yeah. So I can do a lot of duplication of colors, but trying to. I need to see the bait, but anyways, but yeah, get a hold of me, email me, call me. If I'm during the day or whatever and I don't answer, I'm usually busy with a customer, but leave a message.
Right.
Leave a message or message us on Facebook. You can do that, message us on there too. So, or if you guys got my card or get my number, just send me a text.
Yeah. Get a hold of any of us
Yeah.
for anything.
Yeah.
Sean Forney wants to ask any musky sized plastics, and then he also is looking to find either 11 or 12-inch flukes. Do you make them in 11, 12-inch flukes?
No, I do not make 11 or 12 inch
Yeah,
fluke.
you could use these big twister tails that work good as trailers on bucktails or some swim baits and all that.
Okay. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice. That's nice. No, I mean, Dan, my biggest thing with why I like coming here, you do such nice work, and you do custom work. You got people calling you all the time. You're shipping stuff out that they got very specific of what they're looking for, and you take
Right.
care of them.
Yep.
Jason Eastman, got some today. Thanks, Dan. So yeah. Who's the guy that brought the pail of fish in?
That was my ice fishing partner, Jim Fredrickson. Yeah, he keeps an eye out on me, that's for sure. And he knows I'm pretty busy with making plastics in the store and this and that, and he usually finds time to get me a few fish here and there, and get me out in the boat when I'm.
He was here about the hot color that he needed back to go back
Yep.
out fishing with.
This was the hot color right here. He wanted this color.
Okay, which one?
But it didn't have the red tail.
Oh,
It's a chartreuse with the silver and blue flake.
Now you said that clear one with the flake in it was the tearing them up.
Yep, this one here.
Just tearing them up.
Anything on them sunny days with that fleck in there seems like it just got that
It just
flash.
got that
in
little
there.
bit of flash.
I
Now
like this
Jesse, you had a
blue
guy
one there.
call and caught what? 600 white bass or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
today.
that's 2 days. They caught over 600. But it's the white bass. Walleyes are done, heading back to the lake. And the white bass are in there thick. I don't know how many we've caught the last week here. A lot of them. But him and his dad fished yesterday and today, and they kept a little over 600 white bass.
Well,
And that's an ideal
that
bait
minnow
for white
right there.
bass.
There
Yeah.
you go. Right there. If you're looking for a bait for those white bass, and
That's
yeah.
ideal for that. What you
Ideal.
could do with that too is you could do a 3-way swivel and use a smaller jig, and then use like an 1/8 ounce one or a 1/16 ounce, a little bit where you could cast it out. But you could have a lighter one, so you'd have 2 baits in there. And I guarantee you, where we've been fishing in the areas in the Wisconsin River, you'd get doubles. We were using flies lately too, and doing double flies, and you're getting either a white bass or a walleye or double white bass every cast with it. So you could do that'd be the ideal. Same thing you could do there too.
You do the same thing with
Yeah.
those. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Perfect. Well, guys, anything else from you guys? Jesse, you've been catching a lot of fish. You want to talk about catching fish?
Sure. It's been a hot spring. It's probably one of the best springs I've seen in a long, long time. The Wisconsin River has a slot limit all the way down to, I think, above the sock dam. Below the sock dam, they got to be 18 inches a keep, but all the way down, it's, they have to be 15 inches a keep, 20 to 28, no harvest. But the amount of male walleyes that we caught, like everybody's last few years, the slot's doing, it's hurting our system. The slot is doing amazing for our system. They're catching bigger and bigger fish. I don't know how many trips we did this year. We caught over, walleyes over 25 inches, lots of them. I think Andrew was with one time, and we caught a bunch of them that day too. But a lot of fish this year between 15.5 to 17 inches. There was like 8 or 9 trips I did in a row where you didn't even catch hardly any short fish. They're all legals or they're slot fish. So this spring has been phenomenal. I mean, the bite has been really, really good.
I'm hearing that from everybody. Mississippi River, Wisconsin River, Rock River.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it from everybody.
But the thing is, though, is everybody's scared because the water's so high. Yeah, it's dangerous in some areas, you know. But the key is just find slack water, and they're stacked in there. I mean, a lot of walleyes are spawned out. Now I know the Mississippi, they're still catching with spawning them. Walleyes crappies and white bass are moving up, and the walleyes are, you know, crossing and moving back down. You still catch walleyes all throughout the summer, but the white bass have moved in now. Crappie fishing's real good. You know, they're catching them out, but this spring has been phenomenal so far. And the nice thing is how many times I brought bait back because you don't even use it's a plastic bite. You know, it's more of an aggressive bite, and we've been catching our bigger fish on plastics, you know, this year. So that's nice. You know, a lot of people they you know, oh, I can't catch nothing on plastics. The plastic bite, I can change that for you. The plastic bite has been, a lot of guys just drag stuff or they don't, like I told Andrew, I said, you really got to snap jig it. You know, it's more of a reaction strike.
Yeah.
But it's been good, still good, you know, still catching a lot of fish, and it's only going to get better, you know, throughout the summer here.
You still taking bookings? You still looking for trips?
I still have, I think I have like 10 days left in May. I don't have nothing left in April. A couple days left in June and July and August. I think I got about 5 days left in July and a couple days in August. Otherwise,
Okay.
But yeah, the opener's coming up. Musky season will be here. Bass fishing next, you know. So it's as long as this weather cooperates.
It
Here.
opens up.
We had a little snow yesterday.
We can talk about Dan's plastics for when we start getting into the bass stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that I wanted to express to people, and you told me, the scent is incorporated into your plastics.
Yep.
You know, that's a big deal with what you're making, Dan, is the scents are in the plastic. And, you know, you can still use scent, but you
Yeah, they still get, scent is huge.
yeah.
Scent is huge for the fact of,
Cold water.
you know, your human scent, touching your line, touching your lure. And what we do is we have scent in the plastic. And then we also have, you'll see a lot of our plastics like this right here, we'll actually put some in the bag with it. So that when you open up your bag of plastic and you go to put your fingers in there, you're getting that scent and that slimy shit all over your hands.
Right.
And so now you have that scent on your hands, so when you're going to rig everything, you're not putting your human odor on it. A lot of times, like when I'm ice fishing, I take my, I always have a little bottle of just anise oil with me. And I just put a couple drops of anise oil in my hands and use it as a hand lotion. It gets slimy, but it dries. And my hands, every time I'm touching my jig or putting plastic on or whatever, I don't have that human odor right to the...
That anise actually smells better than when you open a bag of something else and you get blasted by garlic.
Yeah, right? Well, yeah, we do garlic. A lot of our baits will do garlic. I mean, we'll put whatever scent you want it. We got fish oils, we got garlic, we got coffee, we've got anise oil. You know, I can do just about all of them. We can do watermelon.
Okay.
All sorts of flavors. They're not all that popular, but the anise for the pan stuff is huge.
Okay. Have we got most of our plastics and our fishing covered?
Mm-hmm.
Adam, you're up. We're going to get Adam up here. And Adam is going to talk. Well, Adam, introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're here to do.
I'm Adam Liebersbach, president of Muskies Matter Inc. This is my son, Aiden. Muskie season is in, 6 days?
Yeah.
6 days muskie season starts. It's hard to believe. Been waiting this long. So southern part of Wisconsin opens up. And a big thing that we do every year, June 8th and 9th this year, is our Musky Daze tournament. Musky Daze tournament, it's team of two for muskie fishing. $100 for the team of two. Last year we had 33 boats. I want 70% of it pays out 5 top prizes for the 5 top prizes. And then the 30% goes to Muskies Matter. And what we do with that is we do things like stocking fish. Last year we did a kids fishing clinic. 40 kids showed up. They learned how to fish. They all walked away with rods and reels. This year we're doing that again, but we're going to add a kids tournament to that. That'll be July 20th, so keep your eye out for that. So that's where the 30% goes into all good things for our community, for our lakes. This tournament, we do it Saturday night. Saturday you're fishing from 6 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. Sunday you're fishing from 6 in the morning till noon. Saturday, once we're done fishing, about 5 o'clock, we'll do a banquet. We feed everybody. There's raffle prizes. I mean, coming out your ears. There's almost everybody walks away with something, and it's usually got a good value price to it. We also do derbies throughout the year. You can find those on our Muskies Matter Inc. page. So we got derbies once a month. We do a derby, then we do a championship. My wife, Janelle, she won the derby last year.
Yeah.
She won the prize of $300 plus an Elk River rod. Aiden did the derby as well last year, a few times. So we're really looking into this year, also doing a lot more for the kids, getting kids into fishing. The kids tournament is something that we're adding to the clinic because the clinic turned out so well last year. The Musky Daze is a real staple of what our club does.
You guys do a really good job. I think I've been to tournament every year that you've had it, and it's a really nice weekend. Jesse, they go to Gennaro's. Was it Gennaro's?
We used to go to Angero's.
Yeah.
You're not going there anymore?
No.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's a change.
We're doing our banquet at the Real Inn in Nisita. It's a little bit closer to the Maze Point boat launch and.
Oh, okay.
Right
That's
there.
And you're also not doing the rules meeting on Friday night.
Right.
When we talked the other day.
So
you're not doing the rules meeting on Friday night.
So when you contact me, either through Muskies Matter Inc. our webpage or muskiesmatterinc@gmail.com, you can also call me at 608-495-2909. I'll send you a packet, and the packet has all the rules on it. It's got a sign-up sheet that goes with the money, because you're also as well able to put $10 side bets for biggest pike and biggest muskie. And then we'll also do an agreement to the rules. So I wrote up all the rules, so you'll agree on it. So that way people are driving down from up north or from Chicago or whatever, they don't got to take the day off, drive all the way up to make it to the rules meeting for the next day.
Friday night,
they got all the rules. They can just leave at their leisure. So Saturday morning, you'll get your bump board, you'll get your trinket with your ticket, you'll get your strip that goes on the boat that says you're a tournament boat, and we'll take off from there. Also Sunday, we're done at noon, so you'll have plenty of time to go home and pack your boat. And then Saturday at 5 o'clock is when we'll start. We feed everybody, and then we do our nice banquet.
It's nice. It's really nice.
We have a speaker this year. Mike Anderson's going to do a seminar as well this year.
Okay.
So we're adding more and more to our Musky Daze tournament as it goes on as well.
It's a nice time. What I like is it's a nice group of guys. It seems like everybody that fishes this tournament is just a real nice group of guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the big thing.
We have consistency. We have new guys that come in every year, but we always usually have the same group of guys. And the interesting thing is this year, the boats that have signed up, I think I only have most of them are new. Out of the 17, I think there's only 3 boats that did it last year.
Wow.
Usually the boats that do it every year, they sign up, May, June, but everybody signs up usually towards the end, and we got a bunch of new people in, which will be a lot of fun, so we can show them to new waters. Not a lot of people think Castle Rock, they don't really think muskies. They just fly right over.
Oh, it's a beautiful body. Well, just you guide on that. It's a beautiful body of water.
Yeah, there's a lot of muskies in there.
There's a lot of muskies in there.
There's a lot of them in Peatwall too.
Yeah, they've done well. Well, these guys have been stocking every year since they started the tournament with the money from the tournament, and then it had a good, healthy muskie population before that.
We stocked about $40,000 worth of fish in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
We've also we've been doing 1,000 perch every year as well. We also stocked the lemon wire in Mauston, and this year we're going to stock the big yellow as well. So
Okay. Now, I don't know, I learned the best way to fish this tournament is you follow either Mark Samish or there's another guy by the name of Bobby Taylor. So you figure out who Bobby Taylor is and follow him, or Mark Samish and follow Mark. And then, that's the only suggestion I have. You gave me some good tips on where to go. over the years, and I've had follows. I haven't caught one yet in the tournament. I've had
Everybody
follows.
pounds the same areas, but there's a lot of water out there that hold muskies that people don't know about,
Oh, it's a big body
you
of
can
water.
fish weeds, you can fish deep, you can fish timber, current, everything.
Yeah, and they're spread out. They're spread out this time of the year too. So I mean, you can go to the inlets. You can go in where the main river comes in. You can find them on trestles. I mean, they're all over the place. Some people, when we first did this tournament, they used to be from the Pete and Well Dam down. Now it's from the 21 bridge down, because the lake. I mean, the fish are everywhere on the lake.
Yeah.
There's that much up. There's that much lake to fish, so we don't have so many boats up close together up by the Pete and Well Dam.
It's a huge body of water. It's a beautiful body of water. It really is. I wanted to explain to people too. You work really hard. You, Janelle, and Joe work really hard for this club and for what goes on. You guys do a good job. You're at the shows. You're working. Mark works hard. Everybody, you guys got you have a good thing going there,
Yeah,
Adam.
Mark got this club up and rolling. He was president for 10 years. He had a bunch of events already set up. My wife and I, we've added a few, which has really made, I think we have almost an event per month. So I think we have about 13, 14 events that we do throughout the year.
And it raises money for what you're doing on the Castle Rock Floyd. It's really nice.
Raising money to stock fish, teach kids how to fish, get them their gear that they need. Just important stuff, because our future generations, they're not fishing like my generation did. So really, when we don't have that many outdoorsmen, we don't really have that many conservationists that are caring about the future of our bodies of water. So that's something that we're really looking at. Because Musky Daze isn't just about, or Muskies Matter, we're not just about muskies. We're about conservation and taking care of our lake. Without bluegill, without the perch, without the suckers, carp, muskies had nothing to eat.
Well, to tell you the
food
truth,
chain, right?
I come for the guys. It's just a really good weekend. You guys are a great group of guys. I could care less if I catch a fish or not. I just enjoy the whole group and everything that you guys put together. It's very enjoyable. Very enjoyable.
Yeah, we have a good time every year.
Yeah, it is. What else have we got there, gentlemen? What else have we covered our bases here? I don't know, I looked earlier and I saw Ted Peck was watching, I saw Joe was watching, so I don't know if Ted's still watching or not.
Probably from his Ted's probably watching from his hammock.
Yeah, so Ted is a dear friend of all of ours, and if you're on there, you could post. I know he's tearing them up on the Mississippi River right now. I
got to get him out white bass fishing. He sent me something the other day, and he went out with Justin here. So last year he had a friend that wanted a bunch of white bass, or he helped him out or something. So he came by and did some stuff with rattle trap, and he was smoking them with rattle traps there. So we got to get back out and do that again.
Let's talk about this. Those fish that we ate for your short lunch today, what were we eating?
Walleyes and white bass.
What? And I'm going to tell you what, I had a hard time telling the difference.
You can't. It's because everybody is scared to eat a white bass. You would not believe.
And I've been eating them a long time.
You got to get the mud vein out of them. You just keep the back, just like a tenderloin on a deer. Just keep the back strap. Don't keep the mud vein or any of the belly meat. Yeah. And you can fry them right with them. Just, take care of them and all that. And another thing is, in the summertime, if we're catching them, I throw them on ice straight away, or I'll cut their throat and bleed them. Bleed them out, they're fine. Keep them on ice. Otherwise, if you can keep them alive, but usually the water's too warm.
Yep.
So if you keep them on ice right away, this time of year the water's cold, so but there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
There ain't any left. I think Alana took 2 fillets home.
We ate good.
Those are good.
We all need a nap right now. We're having a hard time staying awake here. Anything else we got to do?
Sleep.
I don't
No, just
Dan, you got something you want to add in on this?
got everything ready for opening weekend. Yeah. Trout fishermen, got minnows, crawlers, redworms, everything.
Make sure you get your license. Dan just got a license today. Let's make sure that everybody, they get themselves a license. Make sure your license is current.
Yeah. What time are you going to be opening weekend?
We will be open at 5:30. We are open every day, Monday through Sunday, at 5:30 in the morning. So, and then it's kind of early for most people, but it gives me time to get the coffee on, clean the bait tank, do a bunch of other stuff, and And it gives me some time to, you know, make some plastic or get stuff rolling for that end or whatever else I gotta do. But
Matt Butcher just asked, sorry if I missed it, is there a landing where everyone will operate out for the Musky Daze?
We will be going, Maze Point is one, and Michael's Landing. There will be 2 separate launch points. We will have somebody there at each one.
Like Michael.
Give you all your stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
Adams and Juneau County,
Yeah.
okay. Other than that, did we cover our bases, guys?
I think so.
Are we gonna do this in a month from now? I love coming here. Sure, I'd love to come
Why not?
back every month and maybe Jesse, you'll have some other things that we could talk about.
Probably
where the
trolling
season is.
trolling
We'll
crates.
be trolling by
musky
then.
fishing by then.
We could talk
Another
about
month.
that.
We have a
bass
lot.
fishing. Yeah, another month. A lot will happen between now and then.
Okay,
There'll be a
so,
lot of dead turkeys too. I'm gonna tell you that. The first season, I got angry after that. We only killed 3 out of 5, but still, I got revenge coming.
okay, maybe we can talk a little about
And even
that.
Alana said that the other day. She goes, "Dad, you didn't get a turkey." I said, "Yeah, that's the first time in 20 years I didn't shoot one during the first season. Now I'm mad, so I got to."
Now you take people out for
Yep.
for turkey hunting. So
Yep.
let's, if they want to get a hold of you, they're looking for central Wisconsin.
Yep, Zone 1 and Zone 3 I guided, and I still have quite a few openings for Zone 1.
Okay.
I have a bunch of guys coming from Kansas, North Dakota, South Dakota, Florida, and Maine, and some guys from Alaska. But then after that, I think I got about 3-4 days each season left
Okay.
for guys to hunt.
Okay. We get our bases covered.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then what I'm going to do is this. I want to kind of give my sales picture, which is this. Come to the Outdoor Trade Show Network. Our website, Carlos, I talked to him the other day. In another 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to be up and running. We're going to start selling firearms on TV. So that's going to get interesting. And when that all kicks in, there's going to be a whole bunch we're going to talk about. But we want to sell firearms on TV. We want to sell a lot of stuff on TV. And he's busy right now putting that all together. But still, if you've got a product, you got a service that has to do with the outdoors, get a hold of us here at the Outdoor Trade Show Network. I want to do these. I want to talk about your products. I want to talk about your services. I want to share with everybody out there, what's going on, what they're doing. You got a tournament like what Adam's got?
Or any
Anything-
questions about anything.
You got questions, ask us. Or ask this guy or Dan or Adam, any
Yeah,
of
you
us.
can email us or send us something on Facebook or anything. I mean, you don't have to, I get a lot of emails like that where guys say, where can I take a kid here? Or, I got to take my grandpa, I just got a couple hours. What should we do here? It's anything.
Yep. That's why we're doing this, is to help people.
Yeah.
Really, that's why all of us are doing this, is to help people. So with that, are we going to say goodnight to everybody?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Right.